We are live. What's up, everybody? Hope all is well. So let's rock and roll. The lesson for tonight is a different way of making levels. So this is nothing new what I'm about to do, by the way. This is something we already have been doing. For example, we have the traditional way of levels. Yeah, the blue line, right? Let's delete that. Cool. So now, for example, we already know this. We'll go to any time frame, doesn't matter. We already know this, right? This is the 20 EMA. This is the 200. You already know the settings. It's in the private mentorship portal, the videos. You know how to find that. It's in the book as well. What you need to understand is, what is this? What is this? Holding on this. Support. What is this? Holding on it. Resistance, right? So you have multiple time frames. So we have the monthly. Let's go to regular candles. We have the monthly. So if you notice, what happened here? It held. And then look right here. It held above it. Support, right? So what am I doing here? Very simply enough, what you can do is, let's shut the magnet off. For example, the price is above the level, right? 200, 20, 200, doesn't matter what it is. Again, negate that. Irrelevant. Either or. I don't care if you use the 9, the 20, the 50, the 100. It doesn't matter. They're all natural supports of resistance. So when you're making levels or looking at it, like, oh, cool, it's a level here. And then you go about your business, look at the 5-minute, and you take your trades, whatever. But you already know what I'm about to say. Many of you don't have good memory. So, for example, what you can do is, Sacre Bleu, you could have made the support a little bit above it. A little bit above the 20 or the 200. Again, it doesn't matter. So please don't get stuck on the semantics of the little things. It's stuck. It's right here, right? So boom, it held. So let's go check it out. You can back test this yourself later. Now, if you notice, look, it battled it. It battled it right there, stayed above it. You guys can back test this as you will. Again, use regular candles to make it. We have to rewatch these videos and pay attention to class notes and all these things, because many things that Mendoza, my assistant, tells me is you guys ask the repetitive questions, which is nothing wrong with it. It's just that all the answers are in the secret Instagram highlights and your private mentorship cheat sheet, all the information you got, right? Plus, not just the cheat sheet, the stuff you get in class. So boom. So that's one level we made. You notice that strong level of support, battled. Once it broke, came back, and then went up. So that's what we made on the monthly. We always start in the higher time frame. And then when you go down the pattern, that's too far away, so we don't care. Too far away, we don't care. I'm going to try to help you out for Tuesday. Sorry, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So I'm helping, you can test this out tomorrow. You don't have to believe a word that I'm saying, right? So for example, it's above the 20. So what are we going to do? A little bit above it, because it has a tendency to hold a little bit above it. Plus the market's open right now anyway, right? The futures market. So let's go to a smaller time frame. And if you notice, again, look at that. Look at that battle. Let's keep going. We did the monthly, we did the weekly. Too far away. We just go 4 hour, yep, we just did that. 3 hour. 1 hour. See, we got the resistance right there. We already know that's resistance. I'm not saying that's not resistance. It's again, this is just a way for you to remember. I do this in my head, but again, not everyone has good memory. So I'm going to make that a little bit below it. Now, you just can gauge it for tomorrow. You can gauge it for tomorrow yourself. Let's go back. That was the 1 hour. And then you got it at the 30. If you notice, look at it battling at the 30. So, it's a little too close, but just to show you. For example, I don't need to make this level because if you notice right now, it's holding on it. All of this is natural support resistance. And I'm not going to go into the strategy doesn't work, all that, because you know it works. I love when someone tells me your strategy doesn't work. But the EMAs work. That's the same thing as my strategy. Oh, Fibonacci's work. It's the same thing as my strategy. But if you notice, I don't battle these people. I really don't care. When you make a certain amount of money, Everyone's opinion becomes irrelevant. It becomes pointless, meaningless. So don't fall for their conversations. It doesn't really matter. So boom, it's a little too close. But you get the drift of what I'm trying to say. That's really it. So I suggest, because I know what the questions are going to be, doing this for 12 years, the question is going to be, should we still make the levels we make in mentorship? Of course you still make those. Of course. And then if you want, you can do this as well. You play it how you want. Remember, I've said this. I've given you my strategy. I've given you my recipe. I've given you the way I do things. If you want to switch it up and change it up to what you like, you do it. To each its own. For example, one of my students, Eli, I'm sure you guys all seen him years ago in the mentorship. He was short. He gave the Doge story. You saw him. He's really funny. He's killing it. He does so well. He went from doing so poorly to killing it now. And he loves the 90s. He's like, Professor, when the 90 EMA was in my fourth edition, my first edition, my second edition, my third edition, my fourth edition, but not the fifth. He goes, and you taught it at the mentorship early on. He still uses it. He says he loves it. I said, God bless. If it works for you, go for it. But the reason why I stopped putting those things there and heavily, it's in the book, but heavily talking about it is because I noticed what happened. People got distracted. They stopped focusing on candles. They stopped looking here. And what do? I'll give you an example of what they did. I'll show you a perfect example. Why? Let me go to a smaller time frame. I'll give you a perfect example. Oh, I'm going to go short below the 20. Yes. I'm going to go short again below 20. Yes. Again. Yes. All right. It's going to hit the 20. I'm going to go short. I waited. Okay. I'm going to go short. It's going to come back down. See, it came back down. It's going to come back. And then it's a wrap. Eventually, somewhere here, you get liquidated. Somewhere down the line. Why? And I'm going to tell you exactly why. You become too adjusted, too hyper-focused on this. You can agree and disagree in the comment section, and I'll reply back. Again, I don't care about the algorithm. This is a private video. For those of you that don't want to support the comment section, which I really don't care. You notice I don't really comment about it. Comment, likes, all that's irrelevant. It truly is irrelevant. Social media algorithm, it is what it is. For me, it doesn't matter. I'm very much at peace with everything. Once you hit a certain dollar amount in your life, you just become at peace with everything. So nothing affects you anymore. So the point I'm trying to tell you is, you become too fixated on this. And then you forget, hold on a second, it's falling, stage 4, stage 1, trend has shifted officially, stage 2, oh damn, why the freak am I at a stage 2? Oh damn, I really need to sell, it's too late by then. Why? Because you became too fixated on the lines and you forgot to pay attention to the candles itself and what I teach you in class to read all this language. That's all. So I hope this lesson helped, because at the end of the day, if you're already doing candles, levels, and multiple time frames, forget candles for a second, right? But if you're doing multiple time frames and you're looking at the EMAs or Fibonacci, again, I don't care what you use. It's irrelevant to me. As long as you're not using RSI or MACD. But the rest is irrelevant to me. What you need to understand is, look, it's a form of support. Look, this is a form of support. Look at the blue line. And the way we do it, that's what you need to ultimately understand. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you already know, comment in the video below. You will always be replied to. No one can ever say, in the 5 years I've been on social media, he neglected me. Never happened. So stop being shy, drop the ego, and ask a question. I am here to help. I hired someone who helps you as well. You can message my assistant, Brenda Mendoza. You see her Instagram, the secret Instagram. I'm following, the only person I follow is her on the secret IG. If you're too shy or embarrassed, whatever your excuse is to ask me a question, ask her a question. She will help you out. She lives here. She sees me trading. She sees what I do. She's been at the mentorship. She knows how everything works. So don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. drop the ego, and boom, try this out for tomorrow. Here, you can see it right here. Hopefully you watch it right now. And short video, straight to the point. I'll see you guys at the next one. Hopefully I get to see many of you back in May, June. The date's on the link in my bio. You know how to sign up. It's free if you already paid. Virtual people just have to pay the difference. But I would love to see you back if you've deviated, if you've lost your way. For God's sakes, it's free. But you know, it's funny. If I took away the right for you to come back for free, you know how many of you would pissed at me and just turn on me and say, oh no, but you've never used that option anyway, right? But it's okay. The human being nature is the human being nature, and I've accepted that. That's why nothing really affects me anymore. So boom, try this out. May peace be upon you all. I'll see you in class. Let's go.